right, good afternoon. Welcome to Ivy Madness. Right now we're excited to be joined by the Cornell Big Red. Joining us is head coach Brian Earl, along with Chris Mannon, Sean Hansen, and Isaiah Gray. We'll start with some opening comments from Coach before turning it over to some questions from the media. If you have a question, please raise your hand and we'll bring a microphone over to you. Please state your name and affiliation prior to asking your question. With that, Coach, we'll hand it over to you.
Okay, thank you very much, everyone, for your interest. I think probably like everyone, we're excited to be here. We had a hard-fought Ivy League campaign. We've been here a few times, and this is honestly the first time we haven't gone into the last game sweating everything that goes into it, and so that was a little bit of a relief. I thought our guys fought really hard. The Ivy League, like always, is just a difficult league to be able to have sustained success in. And so we're excited about that. We're excited about the game tomorrow against an opponent that we've had some really close games with. And so I think, the Ivy League has put on a great event here, and I've said it before, but this is as close as you can get to an NCAA tournament feel for a lot of these guys, and we'll be fighting for that bid, but I think the people at Columbia, the people in the Ivy League have done a first-class job of making this feel really important, which it is to us.
We'll open up to questions.
Jonathan Tannenwald of the Philadelphia Inquirer. Brian, this one's for you. The quality of the play in the league is perhaps the highest it's ever been, but there's also much going on beyond the court at the moment around the league, as we all know. And I wonder if this moment where the league is now, on and off the court, feels different to you with all that's going on to how it was even when you were a player, how far things have come, how much things have changed and are changing now and may change in the next couple of years, and how you approach that for as long as you've been a part of this league. Thanks.
Yeah, I think a lot is changing in college athletics and basketball. I'll say that I think because I'm surrounded by great people, players, there hasn't been much change that I've seen within our program, and I'm not sure about the Ivy League, but the other Ivy League programs. But we have guys who want to come in and practice and play every day. They have fun. They play hard. And so, it's a bit of an academic discussion about all the things that surround the Ivy League and athletics in general, and I gave up academic discussions a long time ago. So, I don't have much of an opinion. I have family and friends who are dealing with the shifts in college basketball, and we just haven't felt the impact because the pitch that every one of us gives to every recruit is it's a 40-year decision, not a 4-year decision. And I think that's holding up right now. Our guys, if they're having a good experience or they're fighting through like people used to fight through, they're doing it for the degree, which is, I think, the mission of what we're doing.
If I might follow up pretty quickly, do you think that pitch can continue to hold up in the way that it has? There are a lot of people who think it can. There are a lot of people who think it might not be able to.
I think it will for the right person. I graduated in Ivy League from an Ivy League institution in Jersey, and that there's the brand of saying I did this, I have this degree from one of the best institutions in the world, holds up for certain people, and I think these three guys are those people. And so, like anything in life, you have to roll with the punches and change with the times, and I think if you find the right people, that will hold up. That thing you're trying to reach for and attain an Ivy League degree is worth it in life still. And these guys combine that with high-level basketball, and I think if you find the right people who want that, you have the experience that I had and they will have had.
Steve Silverman, Ivy Hoops Online. This question is for you, Coach, and the players if they want to chime in. This is not your first rodeo at the Ivy League tournament, but it does seem like this might be a different year for Cornell for your squad, and so I'm just curious, do you feel like this is the best group that you've been able to bring to the tournament?
I definitely think that this is the best group we've brought so far, coming into the third Ivy tournament for the three of us here, and we're not squeaking in, like Coach said at the last game. I think we'll have a good chance of showing who's a better team at a neutral court tomorrow.
Go ahead, I'd say.
Yeah, I think so too. I think, us being seniors now and kind of getting the experience that comes with it. Like Coach and Sean said, it's a very competitive league. So, it's a process. And I think over the past 3 years, our freshman year got cut short because of COVID or was canceled. So in these past 3 years, we've been able to, learn a lot, develop, and really kind of grow in the way we play as a team and as individuals as well. So I think, we got a really competitive squad this year, and we're really excited to, play a good game of basketball tomorrow and hopefully Sunday as well.
Yeah, I mean, I think these guys have been through it, and you see when teams grow up. I mean, the first year when they were sophomores, we were playing in a new way, and I think surprised people with that. And I don't know if we won a tiebreak or we went outright, but it was new and fresh. And then last year, there's a certain degree of pressure that comes with it. We graduated some people, but and we last year I guess was a tiebreak, and so you felt some of the nerves that come with pressure, and we had moments where we didn't survive those nerves. And then this year was these guys sort of growing up and taking the reins, and thank God for me getting us a week or two where we knew we were coming. And so you see them then grow up in front of you a little bit, and so that it's we're hoping for the best tomorrow, but I think they'll give their best.
Rob Brown, Ivy Hoops Online. Coach, I guess kind of along Steve's line, this is the fourth time Cornell's made it into the Ivy tournament. How important is it for you, for the program, to take that next step and move beyond the Saturday games?
Right. You have anything?
Yeah, I mean, I think like they were saying, we've only made it to the Saturday game the last few years, and as they were saying, we've grown up a little bit. I think there's a lot of expectations on us to make it to the next game, and I'm looking forward to that. I think we have a chance to do it, and I'm excited.
And for tomorrow's game, what's the main thing that you want to control, and what's the biggest challenge when you face Yale?
We've been playing at a certain tempo and pace, and I think we'd like it to be where we like it. Now, that doesn't mean Yale can't play that way too. And so I don't know if there's one thing to control. Teams like Yale, Princeton, Brown, occasionally when you play other teams, you can say, well, that guy is the one that we're not going to guard. And that doesn't happen with them. And so we'll be out there trying some different things. But I think what we're trying to control is if you're in the game, you're playing hard. You're doing what we're asking, and we're all in this together. And by this point, our guys know what that means. But Yale is such a tough program, and not just team, a program. They've been doing it for years, and they are have such a talent level that at your best, you have a chance. But we're not always at our best. So that's the goal for us, is just to come out and make some people proud. People ask me about goals all the time, and I don't set them much beyond getting us back to the hotel today. So Sunday would be great, but I just want Cornell people to be proud of our effort tomorrow, and we'll live with the results.
Any other questions? Steve?
So it is a back-to-back format, which of course you're used to in the Ivy League, but when you're playing back-to-back games and you have to look ahead to a possible Sunday game, isn't it an advantage for your team, Brian, that you have a deep bench, that you rotate in a lot of players, as compared to, say, a team like Princeton, which seems to rely really on its starters in a back-to-back format
Right.
like this?
Yeah, I mean, I think it can be, but we had a back-to-back where we lost the backside of it at home to Brown, and so nothing's certain. And we will play a lot of guys, and it seems to logically think it's going to work out where we can, the more guys we play and the smaller group that they play, we should be an advantage, but you just never know. I know the last 2 years we played the 1 seed, and they may have been tired the second day. So I don't know what that means for us, but it might mean the opposite for, who gets to that Sunday. So I'm hoping that we figure out if it's an advantage for us. But in the 20, 25 minutes that these guys play, it's not like it's just 25 minutes. It's warp speed 25 minutes, and so that can take a toll on you guys. And I think, if you guys want to speak to that a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, I think we've gotten used to playing at this pace, especially us having kind of developed with the system and the style of play in the past couple of years. So we've seen times where we've been able to tire out teams and kind of, just see the impact of our pace. But like Coach said, teams know how we play and prepare for us. So while we would hope it'd be an advantage, it's going to be a really competitive match regardless of the games and which day it's on. So I think, the way we play, we have a good shot of imposing our will, but we know just how big of a task it is. So we're ready for the challenge.
Okay.
Time for one more. Go ahead, Rob.
Every gym is unique. I guess for the players, what are the positives and the challenges of playing at Levian?
Yeah, I mean, we played here last week, and I think we put on a pretty good show. We almost scored 100, but I like this gym personally. I think it's a shooter's gym, and it's bright, it's nice, and I think we'll play well here.
Somebody's told you it's a shooter's
I think it
Shooters told you.
Yeah, I mean, me personally, I'm from New York City, so any chance to get back home, even if it's in Harlem, is cool. So I think it'll be cool to bring a nice crowd, get to see some family and friends, and a lot of alumni. So, and then also the gym is just in a pretty cool space. We're used to it. I think it'll be a really cool experience.
I guess the size of the gym, it has its advantages and disadvantages, but the atmosphere should be really good. Kind of feels like it'll be a good size of people around you to bring that energy. So we're looking forward to it.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.